Can you believe it's been nearly 36 years since we first moved to America's favorite zip code? While time stood still at West Beverly High, real life brought heartbreaking losses, fierce health battles, and unbelievable transformations to the idols of our youth. Today, we're looking past the 90s tabloids to see where the legendary cast is in 2026. We'll honor the legacies of Shannon and Luke and reveal one star's shocking medical journey you won't see coming. Dylan McKay, Luke Perry, the magnetic heart of a generation. For those who came of age in the 1990s, Dylan McKay wasn't just a television character. He was the brooding heartbeat of an entire generation. Portrayed with an effortless old Hollywood charisma by Luke Perry, Dylan was the beautiful wound of Beverly Hills, 90210. With his signature leather jacket, James Dean squint, and fractured family history, he instantly became the show's ultimate unforgettable anti-hero. When the series premiered in 1990, the 24-year-old Perry infused Dylan with a soulful melancholy that elevated teen melodrama into something profoundly mature. Dylan was a walking contradiction, wealthy, yet abandoned, self-destructive, yet fiercely loyal. His legendary love triangle with Brenda and Kelly didn't just drive the primetime plot, it sparked passionate nationwide debates in living rooms all across America. When Perry tragically passed away on March 4, 2019, at just 52 following a massive stroke, it genuinely felt like a piece of our own youth went with him. Yet his Hollywood legacy never faded. He aged gracefully into a beloved industry veteran, capturing our hearts again as the quintessential warm-hearted American father Fred Andrews on Riverdale, and gracing the silver screen one final time in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dylan McKay endures to this day because Luke Perry didn't just make loneliness look magnetic. He made it feel deeply, beautifully, and painfully human. Brenda Walsh, Shannon Doherty, the fire and heart of 90210. For those of us who tuned in every week, Brenda Walsh wasn't just a character. She was the girl who brought fire to Beverly Hills. Portrayed with undeniable intensity by Shannon Doherty. Born April 12, 1971, Brenda was the Minnesota outsider whose passion, pride, and raw heartbreak made her absolutely impossible to ignore. When the cultural phenomenon premiered in 1990, a 19-year-old Doherty gave Brenda a fearless edge. Brenda wasn't always easy, but that's exactly why she mattered to us. She loved hard, fought hard, and made mistakes loudly. She perfectly captured the shock of being thrown into a wealthy world where high school romances and friendships could suddenly turn brutal. When Doherty passed away on July 13, 2024 at 53, it shook the entertainment world. Her long public battle with breast cancer, faced with rare, unapologetic honesty, profoundly reframed her legacy. Beyond 90210, she starred in the cult classic Heathers and captivated us again as Prue Halliwell on Charmed. While the 90s tabloids unfairly labeled her a difficult young star, her later years revealed the truth: she was a warrior fighting to define her own narrative. Brenda Walsh endures today because Shannon Doherty made teenage emotion feel dangerous, honest, and unforgettable. Brandon Walsh, Jason Priestley, the golden boy with a moral compass. For everyone who watched television in the 1990s, Brandon Walsh was the steady anchor of Sunday night viewing. He arrived in Beverly Hills looking exactly like the clean-cut, good guy America still desperately wanted to believe in. Portrayed with an effortless boy-next-door charm by Jason Priestley. Born August 28, 1969, Brandon served as our trusted guide through a dazzling world of wealth, temptation, and teenage chaos. When the series premiered in 1990, the 21-year-old Priestley gave Brandon a grounded presence that made him work. He wasn't just a flawless Boy Scout. He was principled, ambitious, sometimes overly judgmental, and constantly discovering that doing the right thing gets complicated when popularity, romance, and privilege pull you in opposite directions. As Priestley turns 57 in 2026, his life beyond the zip code has been a masterclass in endurance and reinvention. After stepping away from the camera on 9/02/10, he transitioned seamlessly into directing starred-in hits like Call Me Fitz and Private Eyes, and miraculously survived a near-fatal race car crash in 2002. His later return in the meta-revival BH 90210 proved just how deeply he embraces the unique pop culture afterlife of the role that defined an era. Brandon Walsh endures today because Jason Priestley didn't just make integrity look attractive, he made it feel imperfect, relatable, and fiercely tested. Kelly Taylor, Jenny Garth, the fragile beauty behind the image. For anyone who lived through the 1990s pop culture explosion, Kelly Taylor was the ultimate California golden girl. Yet she quickly became the character who revealed just how much pain can hide behind perfect hair, immense wealth, and elite social status. Portrayed with a delicate vulnerability by Jenny Garth, born April 3, 1972, Kelly anchored the show's most complex, heavy-hitting emotional arcs. When the phenomenon premiered in 1990, the 18-year-old Garth took a character who easily could have been a superficial trope and peeled back the layers. Over 10 seasons, Kelly endured a staggering gauntlet of trauma, severe family dysfunction, toxic relationships, addiction, and the relentless pressure of being desired long before she was ever understood. While her legendary romances with Brandon and Dylan drove the primetime drama, Kelly's true narrative was about surviving the very paradise that first made her look untouchable. As Garth turns 54 in 2026, her journey beyond West Beverly High remains a graceful blend of nostalgia and reinvention. She charmed audiences again in What I Like About You, revisited the iconic zip code in later franchise spin-offs, and currently connects with fans through popular podcasts. Speaking openly about health, aging, and the surreal reality of being frozen in time as a teen idol, she has earned deep respect from fans who grew up alongside her. Kelly Taylor endures because Jenny Garth made popularity feel beautifully flawed, profoundly wounded, and fiercely resilient. Donna Martin, Tori, Spelling, the sweetheart and surprising resilience of 90210. For generations of viewers who watched her grow up on television, Donna Martin was innocence trying to stay intact within a world built to test it. She was the sweet girl whose genuine softness and fierce loyalty became one of Beverly Hills 90210's most recognizable and beloved emotional signatures. When the cultural phenomenon premiered in 1990, a 17-year-old Tori Spelling, born May 16, 1973, gave Donna a gentle, endearing quality that beautifully balanced the show's louder, high-stakes dramas. Fashion-forward, inherently kind, and often underestimated by those around her, Donna's true strength came from holding on to her core values and her tight-knit friendships, even when the chaotic world of teenage privilege was changing entirely too fast. As Spelling turns 53 in 2026, her life beyond the iconic zip code has played out under an intense, unforgiving public spotlight. She has navigated highly visible financial hurdles, complex family dynamics, and relationship struggles that kept her in the headlines for decades. As the daughter of the show's legendary billionaire producer, Aaron Spelling, she uniquely carried the heavy, complicated crown of Hollywood royalty while carving out her own path. Donna Martin endures today because Tori Spelling didn't just make sweetness look fashionable. She proved that a gentle heart could be exposed, stubborn, and ultimately far more resilient than anyone ever expected. David Silver, Brian Austin Green, the relentless pursuit of belonging. For those who tuned in during the golden age of 90s television, David Silver was the ultimate outsider who wanted in so desperately that growing up became the very heart of his storyline. Portrayed with an authentic kinetic energy by Brian Austin Green, born July 15, 1973, David began his journey as the awkward younger kid trying to run with the older West Beverly crowd. When the cultural phenomenon kicked off in 1990, a 17-year-old Green brought a raw, ambitious hunger to the role that gave the character profound emotional weight. We watched David evolve from a hyperactive school DJ into a mature young man navigating heavy real-world issues like substance abuse, mental health struggles, and complex relationships, most iconically with Donna Martin. His journey beautifully mirrored the bumpy, imperfect transition into adulthood that resonated with millions of teenagers watching from home. As Green turns 53 in 2026, his life after the show has been a testament to steady professionalism and quiet resilience. Beyond maintaining a consistent television career, he has faced severe public health battles, including a devastating neurological condition that he bravely overcame. Speaking openly about these challenges added a deeply human, inspiring layer to his former teen idol image. David Silver endures today because Brian Austin Green didn't just make awkward ambition look cool, he made the desperate desire to belong feel vulnerable, fiercely loyal, and painfully human. Valerie Malone. Tiffany Thiessen, the temptress with a wounded soul. For those who thought Beverly Hills 90210 would lose its spark after the mid-90s, Valerie Malone arrived like a beautiful hurricane. She was the ultimate bad girl with a devastating secret behind her dazzling smile. Portrayed with brilliant, calculating charisma by Tiffany Thiessen, born January 23, 1974. Valerie was just the shot of adrenaline the series needed to reinvent itself. When she joined the cast in 1994 at age 20, Thiessen faced the monumental task of replacing Brenda Walsh. Yet Valerie mattered because she wasn't just a superficial villain. She arrived carrying deep grief-hidden trauma and a fierce survival instinct. She turned manipulation into an art form, shaking up relationships, breaking hearts, and constantly testing the moral limits of the West Beverly gang. As Thiessen turns 52 in 2026, her career remains legendary for carrying two of the most iconic teen television legacies in history. Before she was a schemer, she was America's ultimate high school sweetheart, Kelly Kapowski, on Saved by the Bell. That dramatic shift from the innocent girl next door to a primetime vixen completely redefined her range as an actress and cemented her pop culture royalty status. Valerie Malone endures today because Tiffany Thiessen didn't just make trouble look glamorous, she made a complicated, hurting young woman utterly impossible to look away from. Nat Busicchio, Joe E. Tata, the warm heart of the Peach Pit. For millions of viewers who spent their youth in the 1990s, Nat Busicchio was the ultimate comfort zone. He was the safe booth at the Peach Pit, the steady anchor in an elite world that was constantly changing too fast. Portrayed with a beautiful, understated warmth by veteran actor Joe E. Tata, born September 13, 1936, Nat became the most beloved adult figure in the entire 90210 universe. When the series premiered in 1990, the 54-year-old Tata brought a grounded, salt-of-the-earth presence to a show dominated by flashy teenage drama. Nat never needed to deliver grand cinematic speeches to make his point. He was the compassionate mentor and honorary father figure who simply let the kids grow up under his roof, pouring coffee and offering a listening ear without ever making them feel judged. When Tata passed away on August 24, 2022, at the age of 85 after a courageous battle with Alzheimer's disease, it triggered a massive wave of emotional tributes from his former castmates and fans alike. His passing deeply underscored just how vital he was to the heart and soul of the franchise. Nat Busicchio endures today because Joe E. Tata didn't just play a diner owner, he made quiet kindness feel ordinary steady and like the exact place everyone wanted to come home to. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.